My name is Ann, and everybody just called me Auntie Ann. I am the founder of Auntie Ann's Soft Pretzels. I grew up on a farm in Lancaster County, and my mom and dad were old order Amish, like horse and buggy Amish. In the Amish culture, you go through 8th grade, and then you quit school. I just went to marry and have a family like my mom and dad did. And so I had no aspirations at all. I never even heard of the word career. It was a very simple life, unlike the life that I went into when I did Auntie Ann's business. Before Auntie Ann's came about, I was a housewife. I'd just gone through grief and sadness with my daughter. She had just been killed. And my husband and I were barely making it together as a couple in our marriage, and we're thinking about divorce and feeling like life was over for us. My husband was repairing cars. That's how we were making a living. When he started marriage counseling after our marriage was restored, I realized that somebody needs to make the money. And one day I said to him, well, hon, if you want to do counseling, then I need to go to work. And he said, well, that might not be a bad idea. But he said, you don't need to work full time, just something to make a few $100s a week. That's when I was introduced to soft pretzels at a farmer's market in Baltimore, Maryland. When I went to work at this farmer's market, I began to realize, wow, I enjoyed managing. It was fun. And I began to kind of really get the feel of business. After I discovered that I enjoyed managing, somebody came to me at that market and said, Auntie Ann, there's a market for sale in Downingtown, right close to where you live. She said, you ought to look into it. I called these people. I said, so what are you asking for your market stand? And she said, $6,000. $6,000? That's it? Gave them the check. And then we went to see what we bought. That tells you a lot about my business skills. It was a pretty good deal. It was a big store and had pretzels were the main products. Like, wow, here's pretzels again. So we never really planned on doing pretzels. It just happened to be there. That's just the way my life has been throughout all of Auntie Ann's, was at the right time, at the right moment. Just when I needed something, it always came to me. The first year we did 2 stores, our own stores in Downingtown and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. In 1989, we did 12 locations. My husband and I were the only employees. He built every store and we trained everybody, and everybody wanted my name and they wanted the recipe. That's how we started. That's the way Auntie Ann's grew. We grew it, I think, because of the great product. Then I had great people, and the purpose that we had was to give and be philanthropic and to give to families in the community, do marriage counseling. Our purpose was strong and alive. My business success has, really turned into a whole new world for me. People ask me the question, the fact that I didn't have an education, was that a stumbling block? It was not a stumbling block for me. Over time, I became comfortable in my own skin, and I turned into a businesswoman. Today, Auntie Ann's is over 1,300 locations strong. I've been in the company for 18 years, and when I sold it, we had over 850 locations. The company grew 50 to 60 stores a year. I'm still amazed about that. I believe that a lot of people go into business for one thing, and that is just because I want my own business. And then there's other people that really own a business because they want to make their world a better place. I think those are the business people that are living with a purpose. I believe that Auntie Ann's success is really because of the 3 Ps that I mentioned earlier. The purpose that we had, and the great product that we had, and the amazing people that made it happen. It's not about me. It's about the product and the people.